Hello everyone. In this module, we are going to discuss transactional analysis. The word transaction analysis for most of the students it may be new, but this transaction analysis model or the concept is very popular in developed countries because the transaction analysis used for analyzing and interpreting the communication of people at work. So, in this module, you will understand the basis for transactional analysis. So, why we need transaction analysis, especially for managers. So, it is a method for understanding people behavior. So, we have learned different methods like perception, attitude, beliefs, values. All these are various organizational behavior concepts which we use at workplace to understand people and so that we can manage them very well as per our requirement. If you just look at the transaction analysis, so this model was developed by Eric Berne. You could see his photograph on the screen. So you will understand more about Eric Berne in coming classes. But so this the module is no, meant for understanding the basis for transaction analysis. When you look at the communication at workplace, communication is the key to development and maintenance of a good flow of information and direction to and from all employees and management. Because communication is like a blood, and network is like a blood vessels. So if you look at the communication is oftenly referred to as the network that binds together all of the members and activities within an organization. So this is done through the transmission of information, ideas, and attitudes. So when people are transmitting their thoughts and ideas and attitude through communications, so you can understand the people behavior and people activities. So here, before we just further progress, let us now remember again the communication. So what is it all about? The communication is defined as the process of conveying or transmitting a message from one person to another person's, right? So there is a channel here. So if you just look at the communication process as we understood in the previous classes, so you'll find a sender and receiver. In between you will find encoding, so choosing channel and decoding. So in the process you will find, so there is a noise in the entire process. So the noise is sometimes the creating disturbance to the communication the purpose, right? So that sometimes becoming communication barrier, so that leads to communication gap, right? So if you just look at the Mehrabin's communication model, so from this model you can understand the effective communication, the role of verbal and non-verbal communications in the transactions. So in 1967, in a study titled Inference of Attitude from Non-Verbal Communication in Two Channels, so psychologist Albert Mehrabin so revealed the groundbreaking new data related to the comparative importance of verbal and non-verbal messages, and which one is more important when you just look at the effectiveness of the communications. So in his original study, Mehra considered so different the combinations of positive, neutral, and negative attitudes as expressed through both the facial expressions and then tone of voice. So he just analyzed that and then identified these three things, that the verbal, so vocal, and then facial. Of course, the verbal is something words that we are using, and then taking the support of vocabulary to convey our ideas. That is language. So the second one is vocal, or the paralinguistics. That is the words that we are choosing, the way in which we are spelling those, and the voice modulations, sound, right tone, and vocal cuts. So the style of the conveying the message, right? So the facial, that is a body language, that facial expressions, and then so our no, the body language, non-verbal communication also is very important in communication. So if we just look at the pie diagram that is there in the top right side corner, so you can see that very important no, the statistics about the verbal, so vocal, and then facial. So in the next slide, you will understand more details about this. If you just look at the verbal communications, the words accounts for only 7% when it is the complete communications or effective communications. So another 38% goes to tone, modulations, and then volume. That the total is 45 for verbal communications, right? So that means you can see that the more than 50% the communication and its effectiveness lies with the non-verbal communication. That is, the balance of 55% is through non-verbal communication, which is related to the body language, and then breathing, and our movement, and then everything that our gestures in our bodies while talking to others. So that's why they're just saying that. So the address is address is not that much important than the dress. The dress is more important than address. So that means when you are just listening to someone, first we see the person through our vision, the eyesight. So it receives the message and communications faster than our ears, that is through sound, right? So in that way you can see that our the power of vision is more than the audio effect. So that's why, so the dress is more important than address. So whatever maybe your address and vocabulary, then vocal gets so unless and until you are not wearing the good the dress, and then the posture, that the very decent the posture, so your message and your communication is not that much effective, right? So in this context, you can see that the importance of so these transactions and then communications between the manager and then followers, and then among the employees. So that is a subject to analyze and interpret, to understand. So the people, and then their ideas and thoughts, and then so that so we can analyze the behavior of the individuals. So with this, let me stop here, and then so thank you very much. Looking forward to meet you in the next video. Thank you.